Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay. So what we were discussing in the last lecture, we have come to the definition of a limit point, right? So let us first, I will write down the definition, and then we will see resemblance. That means, is it the definition is very similar to the definition which we have seen in the real life or in the real analysis. Okay. So let me write down the definition of a limit point. There are so many names given for a limit point. It is accumulation point, condensation point, or we can say it is a limit point, cluster point, right? So these are what the different name given for the limit point. So definition of a limit point, I will start with let x to be a t space, let x belongs to capital X, let E be the any subset of x, then x is said to be a limit point. X is said to be a limit point of capital E. Okay, X is said to be limit point of capital E if for every open set in G, for every open set G containing X, for every open set G containing X, G intersection E contains a point, contains a point other than X. Okay, so this is what the definition embodies, right? What it tells you, let X to be a T space. Initially, we are provided with one T space, and let X belongs to capital X. That means X is any member of capital X. Then this X is said to be a limit point of capital E. What is capital E? It is a any subset of X. If every open set G containing X, right? That means I can write this in the form of I can say this as for all open set, right? For all open set. Now open set, as we are in the topological space, I told you that these open sets are related to your top. Okay, for every open set. This statement I have written in the form of a symbols for every open set G containing X. That means X belongs to G. For every open set G containing X, what is the next statement? G intersection E contains a point other than X. Okay, G intersection E contains the point other than X. So it means that the G intersection E minus singleton X is not equal to phi. Okay. So initially we have been provided with X2 is a T space. That means all the four properties will be satisfied. Phi is a member of 2, X is a member of 2, closed under finite intersection, closed under arbitrary union. And in that case, we have been provided with capital E, which is a subset of X. Then X is said to be a limit point of E if every open set G containing X, then what is the condition? G intersection E minus singleton X is non-empty, right? And we can say this as G intersection E contains a point other than X. Now let us have a resemblance with the definition which we have seen in the real analysis. When we say any, suppose instead of having X, okay, let us say X in it, X belongs to capital R. Let A be the any subset of R, where R is a real line. So in that case, when we say that X is a limit point of R, for saying X to be a limit point of R, okay, if I want to say X to be a limit point of R for all open interval G, right? For the all types of open interval. That means we can have any open interval G, or instead of saying open interval G, we can say this as some open interval in the name of O containing X, right? Containing X for any open set or open interval O containing X contains the point other than x, that means G intersection E, right? Which means that this is what x belongs to O. This is the first statement, right? Intersection of O with A contains a one point other than x. Okay, so intersection of these two contains one point other than x. Okay, now let us check with the one example. Suppose I want to have, let one, okay, one is a member of real line, and let us have, instead of a, if I consider the set of integers, z is a subset of r, right? So we want to check whether one is a limit point of z or not. Is it okay? Hello, ऐकतायत ना?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if I want to check whether 1 is a limit point of z, what is z? Z is a set of integer. So if I want to check 1 is a limit point, what I have to check for every open interval which contains 1. Okay, for all the open intervals which contains 1, right? So I can select any smaller or larger interval in such a way that what is a condition? O intersection with A. Now in this case, what is your A? A is a Z. Right, now if I select the interval, like suppose I have selected this to be, as here is 1, so if I select it is 0 to 2. Okay, if I select is 0 to 2, right? So what is a consideration? 0 to 2 intersection with set of integer should have at least one point other than 1, should have at least one point other than x, right? Now let me evaluate what is a consideration. Intersection of z with 0 to 2, whether it is empty or non-empty. Can anyone tell me how to evaluate this? 0 आणि 2 हे इंटरवल मध्ये 1 ला सोडून दुसरा कुठला इंटिजर आहे का?
No, ma'am.
So what is the intersection of a set of integer with the open interval 0 to?
1.
Okay, it is singleton 1 minus singleton 1, which is equal to empty set, which means that 1 is not a limit point of z. Correct? 1 is not a limit point of z. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So what are the limit points of z? We can say set of all the points in real line are the limit points of z, because if we consider instead of z, if I consider to any number, so it can have infinitely many points, right? Z ला सोडून तुम्ही फक्त real line consider केला इथे. So we can say that infinitely many points. Or in another way, if you are simply thinking about the a set of integer, we can say that set of integer, the limit set of limit points for the set of integer, that is d of z, set of limit points are denoted by d of z, is empty set. Is it okay? In a very similar way, you can do it for the set of natural number, even you can do for the set of rational numbers also. Okay, so in this way we can evaluate this one. Okay, now let us go one by one for the topological space. We have been provided with x2 is a T space. Any doubt for this definition?
No, ma'am.
Okay, this is what the simple thing I have shown you, that how to find out whether any point is a limit point or not, right? So instead of having 1 to be a limit point, I can consider here this as a 1 upon 2. So if I consider 1 upon 2, so there will not, it will not be an empty, right? No? So if I select here 1 upon 2, the intersection of these two is 1 minus 1 by 2, right? Now what is a 1 minus 1 by 2? We can write this as singleton 1 intersection with the complement of half. Okay, what is a complement of half? We can have a whole real line, and then we can have it is non-empty. But if we are simply considering the set of integer, then we can say that the set of integer has no limit point, and you can work it for the set of natural number as well as for rationals and irrationals also. And the same thing you can work it for real line. Now if I want to find out what are the limit points of a real line, what you can say limit points of real line are real line itself, right? Now knowing this,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, how to find out this? Again, you have to select any point on the real line. Suppose I have selected to it to be Say easy one we have selected. We'll select as a say minus 3.5. Okay, so how to find out the limit point? Whether this minus 3.5 is a limit point of R. For that, what we have to consider? We have to consider open interval, and then we have to check whether there is another point except minus 3.15. मायनस 3.15 ला सोडून कितीतरी रिअल लाईनचे पॉईंट्स आहेत ना इथे इन्फायनाइटली मीन रादर अनकाउंटेबल नंबर ऑफ पॉईंट्स आर देयर इन दिस इंटरवल real line of a real number, right? So except minus 3.5 there are so many real numbers lying in this interval, so hence that intersection of R intersection with some set say A, or we can have this one minus 3.5 is not equal to empty, and this 3 minus 3.5 is a limit point, correct? So now let us go for the definition of a limit point for our topological space. What is the definition? For all open set G containing X, okay, for all open set G containing X, what is the consideration? G intersection E minus singleton X is non-empty. Or in another way, you can say intersection G intersection E contains at least one point other than X. Or one another definition of a limit point is instead of having at least we can have infinitely many points other than X. I think I have given you homework, and this is available in your real analysis book, which we have referred for real analysis 1, S.C. Malik and Savita Arora. Do you remember this book?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
In that book, the detailed proof of that definitions is given. How definition 1 implies definition 2. Or in another way, we can have definition 2 implies definition 1. Because there are two different definitions for the limit point. Once we are saying at least one point other than X, and once we are saying that infinitely many points other than X. On how they are equal, we can see here. In short, I will tell you a hint. Once we are saying that we should have at least one point other than X. And in other way, we can say we are saying that there should have infinitely many points other than X. Okay, at least one point other than X. Okay, we should have at least one point other than X, or infinitely many points other than X. Infinitely many points other than X implies at least one, right ना? Infinitely many points other than X असेल तर कुठला तरी एक पॉइंट मिळतंय ना आपल्याला at least one point other than X. So definition 2 implies 1 is easy one to prove, right? Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but if I want to prove in the reverse way, at least one point other than X implies infinitely many points other than X, that is somewhat difficult. And for that, I told you to refer this book, or in another way, you can have this proof in detail available in the Khan Academy lecture series, where you can see the proof of this. And once I will give you the hint for this. Now, what is the meaning of at least? Can anyone tell me?
Minimum.
Okay, at least one point other than X means we are selecting X ला सोडून आपण कुठला तरी एक पॉइंट असेल तर sufficient आहे ना. Minimum requirement is at least one. So we can select the interval in such a way that it can have infinitely many points. Rather we can have at least का meaning क्या है, कमीत कमी एक पाहिजे. But it is not compulsion that you have to select only one, right? At least it means that we should have a minimum requirement of one point other than X. So you can select the interval in such a way that with the help of that at least you can increase your interval and you can go for the definition 2. I have simply given a hint. You have to find out the reason behind this. Why I am not explaining, because if I explain now, you will be remembering for 1 or 2 days, but if you are going to find out it and you are going to write down it somewhere in your notes, okay, then only you can understand that what is a relation between definition 1 and 2. Definition 2 implies definition 1 is easy one, but the reverse one is somewhat difficult, and for that the word at least is very important. Okay, so here for all open set G containing X, there what is the consideration? G intersection E minus singleton X is non-empty. That means intersection of these two must have at least one point other than X. Okay, now let us go for some of the examples for how to find out the limit point. Okay, for that, before that, let me write down not a limit point definition. Okay, just now we have seen the definition for a limit point. Now, what will be the definition of not a limit point?
G intersection E minus X equal to
Empty set, na?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, and before that also we should write down what is the consideration for. Okay, let me write down the definition of limit point here. What is the definition for the limit point? For all open set G containing X, this is important one. We have to verify the definition for every open set. That's why we are selecting minimum interval in on the real line also. Just now I shown you the example of a one. Okay, one is not a limit point of Z, but I can select a larger interval, na? No one has told me this. You can select the interval from minus 5 to 5. At that time, we can have some integers in that interval, ना? असू शकतात ना इंटरवल ह्या इंटरवल मध्ये इंटीजर्स.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but still we have selected the smaller one. Why? Because what is a consideration for all open set G containing X? And on the real line, it is for all open interval containing X. So that for all is very important for us, right? For all there exists. These are having a very important point in our topology. For all open set G containing X, that's why we have selected a smaller interval for the proving the limit points of integer, that we have selected a smaller interval which does not contain any integer. So we can have a larger interval also in which we can have a set of integer. But what is the definition for every open set G containing X? Okay, understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
What G intersection E minus singleton X is non-empty. So now what should be the definition of not a limit point? Instead of for all, it should have there exists the open set G. For having a not a limit point, there will be the reverse statement. There exists open set G which contains a point X. Okay, instead of having for all, we can select for at least one. No, for counter example, one example is sufficient. So here also, instead of having for all, instead of checking for all, we can select for at least one. Okay, कुठला तरी suppose it is true for every open interval or for every open set, but it is not true for at least one open set, then we can say it is not a limit point. So that's why this for all is very important. And for not a limit point, there exists a open set G which satisfy the condition G intersection E minus singleton X is empty set. Okay? Getting the definition of limit point and not a limit point, what is the difference?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so here instead of having for all, we have changes the definition for a not a limit point there exist. Okay, so if I want to prove any point to be a not a limit point, I can have at least one open set which does not satisfy the condition. What is the condition? Intersection of G with E minus X should not be a should be an empty set, and then we can say that X is a not a limit point. Okay. Now let us go for the example. I will write the example. You also write with me if you want to write. Let x is equals to. Now many of the thinking that why madam always write x is equals to ABC, because later on I will have some relations, right? Same example we are working now, x is equals to ABC. So later on, after completion of a whole paper of topology, this example will be important because ये example किस point पे just like we are checking whether it is discrete, indiscrete, we are checking for the limit point, neighborhood, boundary points. So this example will be helpful for everywhere. Okay, and it is easy to remember that this example was true in this case and it was not true in this case. Okay. So that's why we are taking the common example so that it will be helpful for you to remember the things. Okay. Later on, in many t spaces are there: t naught, t1, t2, t3, t4, and t5. So for all that, if we are going with the same example, then only you can understand which example is true in which case. Okay. Sometimes some examples are t naught space, but they are not a t2 space or t4. So that's why we are taking this common example. N2 is equals to pi, to have a comparison simply, pi x singleton a singleton b doubleton ab. Okay, and what is given to us? E is equal to ab. Now we have to check, or we have to find out the limit points of E. Okay, what is limit points of E? Okay, that's why I'm taking the same example, so that later on when we'll complete our topology paper, we can have a comparison. If we take the some different example for every definition, for every proof, then it will be difficult to have a comparison. Okay, so we are being provided with E is any subset A comma B, and we have to find out the limit points of E. Okay, for finding the limit points of E, we have to start with the solution. What is there in the solution? How many points are there in X? There are 3 points in X, right? And what we have selected in the definition, what is the definition tells us? Let X belongs to capital X. It is not given that what is X. Okay, X can be any point of X. If X, capital X has infinitely many points, then you have to verify for infinitely many points also, right? So in the case of real line, you can do it for derived set of real line is real line itself. But in this case, we have only 3 points, and for all the 3 points, we have to check whether they are limit points of E. Okay, getting me?
Yes, ma'am.
For X belongs to capital X, initial line is there for the definition of limit point. For small x belongs to capital X, that's why we have to check for every point of capital X. Okay. So let me go for the case 1. What is a case 1? We have to check x is equal to a. Okay, by the definition. What is the definition? X belongs to capital X, right? We have to check for x belongs to capital X. How many points are there in capital X? 3 points. So we have to discuss the 3 cases, whether x is equal to a is a limit point, whether x is equal to b is a limit point, or whether x is equal to c is a limit point. Okay, let us go one by one. In the case 1, we will check whether x is equals to a is a limit point or not. Okay, then open sets containing A. How many open sets are there containing A?
Two open sets.
How many open sets are there containing A are? We can have the capital X is an open set which contains A, because X is ABC, and next is singleton A and AB. These are what the 3 open sets containing small a, right? Because what is the definition for all the open sets containing X? Okay, remember this definition every time. For all open set G containing X. Okay, that's why I am writing. We have to find out all the open set containing A. This we have to do for every point. Okay, for x equal to B, for x equal to C also. Okay, so firstly we have selected all the open sets containing A. Now let us take one by one. Okay, we have to verify the result for every one. Okay, first one, in that case we can go for the sub case 1. Correct? In, okay, I will write here as 1, in which we can take x intersection with E. Instead of G, it is x, no? For all open set G. G च्या जागी तुमचा x येणार ना इथे. Or in another way, you can write here, let G is equal to x in this case. So x intersection with E minus singleton A. It is very similar to your definition, G intersection E minus singleton X. What is your X? A. What is your open set G in this case is capital X. Is it okay with this point? Now what is the intersection of capital E with X? What is capital E given to us? E is nothing but A comma B, and capital X is A comma B comma C. So what is the intersection of X with E is AB minus singleton A. So which is nothing but AB minus A, it is nothing but B. So which is not equal to empty set. So can I write directly where the x is equal to A is a limit point?
Yes, ma'am.
Again you are having a confusion now. Okay, we have to check this
No,
for
ma'am.
every open set, na? For every open set, what should be the consideration? G intersection E minus singleton X is non-empty. Okay, this condition should be true for every open set, but we have selected only for one open set. Now let us go for the second open set. What is your second open set? Let G is equal to singleton A. Now in this case, G is equal to singleton A. Okay, so G intersection E minus singleton X. Now in this case, G is singleton A, intersection with E is AB minus, right? What is the point? Small a. So intersection of these two, what is the intersection? Singleton A with AB, singleton A minus singleton A. So what we can say now? This is empty. So hence directly we can say that X is not a limit point. Because for the definition of not a limit point, we should have at least one open set. We should not satisfy the condition, right? For all is there, and but for not a limit point, we should have at least one open set. We should not satisfy the condition. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Namaste.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so by definition of not a limit point, we can say that x is equal to a is not a limit point of capital E. Okay, now let us go for the case 2. What is our case 2? We have to check whether x is equals to b is a limit point. So for that, first we have to collect what are the open sets. For all open set G containing x, that means first we have to select what are the open sets containing B. These are what the open sets containing B. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let us go for the one by one. Now we will select the open set. First one open set as a singleton B, G. Okay, because for X it is true. For X we are getting the result as a non-empty. So that's why we will select for a G is equal to singleton B. Okay, G intersection E minus singleton X, which is nothing but singleton B intersection with AB minus x. What is x in this case is b. Okay, what is the intersection of b with ab is b minus b. So we can have it is empty, and hence directly we can say that x is not a limit point. To check not a limit point, at least one open set we should not satisfy the condition of this one, G intersection E minus singleton X is sufficient. But if you want to check it is a limit point, you have to check for every open set. Barobar?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can say instead of X, you can say B is not a limit point. Now let us go for the case 3. What is your case 3? In the case 3, we have to check X is equal to C is a limit point or not. Now how many open sets are there containing X is equal to C? Only one open set is there, no? X. एकच ओपन सेट आहे ना ज्यामध्ये सी आहे.
Yes, ma'am.
ओपन सेट कुठून घेतले आपण?
टो मधून.
Okay. I hope the idea is clear now. So
Yes, ma'am.
let me tell you now. Open set containing A. Now here we have selected open sets containing A from this row. Okay. You can see some may have a confusion. How many open sets? Ani kutun aanle open set. So every member of TOE is nothing but your open set by definition of TOE. So the open sets containing A we have selected from your definition of TOE. This is given in your example. So how many open sets are there containing A? We can have this is singleton A, B and X. Okay, X is nothing but your ABC now. In the very similar way, we can select for open sets containing C. How many open sets are there containing C? How to select the open set? Open sets are nothing but your members of TOE. So how many members of TOE are there which contain C is only capital X. Barobar? A, B and A, B, these are not having a C. So that's why we can select the open sets containing X equal to C is only X. So you can write the reason here. You have to select the open sets from toe. toe मधून बघून सिलेक्ट करा. x is equal to a पॉइंट कंटेन करणारे किती ओपन सेट आहे, b पॉइंट कंटेन करणारे किती ओपन सेट आहे, right? So now we are having only one open set. So let us verify the condition G intersection E minus singleton x, which is nothing but capital X intersection with AB minus x. What is x in this case is C. So intersection of ABC with AB minus C, we have to check whether it is empty or non-empty. Now what is the intersection? AB minus C, right? So what do you mean by AB minus C? This is nothing but your AB intersection with complement of C. बरोबर? Are you knowing this property? माहिती आहे ना हे property? How to find out this AB minus C? This is nothing but minus is converted into intersection and complement of this set. And what is the complement of C with respect to x?
AB.
Okay, so your x is nothing but ABC. So what will be the complement of C? Complement of C will contain only AB. So intersection I can take with AB. So intersection of AB with AB is simply AB. So which is not equal to empty set, right? So how many open sets were there for containing C? Only one open set, and the result is true that it is non-empty, right? So we are getting it as a non-empty. Hence we can say that x is equal to C is a limit point of E, and hence now I can write derived set of E is equal to singleton C. Okay. Are you getting?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here we have completed the example. What was our question? We have to find out the limit points of E. And this, let me write down the definition of a derived set. What is the definition for the derived set?
The set of limit
Set
points.
of all limit.
In the topology, wherever you are going to write the definition in topology, let x2 be a T space. Right, let E be the any subset of X, then set of limit points of E, set of all limit points of capital E is called derived set, and it is denoted by D of E. What is D of E? It is nothing but set of all limit points. Okay, now let us go with one example. I will give you this example to solve here only. Let x is equals to ABC. Do it whatever the procedure I have done. 2 is equals to 5 x a ab. Whether this is a topology? No doubt it is given to be a topology. हे topology आहे का? सगळे property satisfy होतात?
Yes, ma'am.
E is equal to singleton C. You have to find out derived set of E. Okay, do it fastly and tell me. For every point you have to take case 1, 2, 3, and for every open set.
Only C, ma'am.
Have you done it fastly? माहिती होतं का already answer?
No, ma'am. काढले.
Okay. So what is DFE? It is. I also don't know exactly. Okay, let me take this example so that idea will be more clear how to find out the limit points. Then next two example I will give you for the homework. Okay, in the that first we will go for the case one. Let x is equals to b. Sorry, a. How many open sets are there containing a is x singleton A and AB. From where I have taken this? I have taken this from your top because open sets containing x equal to A means we have to select the open sets from topological space. Now let's go for the case 1 in which we will select singleton A is equal to G and G intersection E minus singleton X is nothing but your G singleton A intersection with E. What is your E singleton C? Minus x. What is the x in this case is singleton A. Now intersection of A with C is empty set minus singleton A. Okay, intersection of empty set with any set is empty and hence we can say directly x equal to A is not a limit point. Similarly, we can go for the case 2. What is our case 2? We have to select x is equal to b. How many open sets are there containing x equal to b is singleton x, a, sorry, this the next single a capital X and a b. Okay, there are only two open sets. Now let us say let us have the case one that is in which we will select subcase one in which g is equals to AB. Now let us check what is the G intersection E minus singleton X. What is G in this case? AB minus what is E in this case? Sorry, intersection C minus X in this case is B. No, we are checking for X equal to B. So intersection of these two is empty set. Empty set intersection with any set is again empty, and hence we can say uh, x equal to b is not a limit point. Now let's go for the third case. What is our case number 3? We have to check for x equal to c. There are how many open sets are there containing x equal to c? Only one open set, capital X. So let us check for capital X intersection with c, which is nothing but g intersection with e minus singleton x. So x intersection c minus singleton c. So intersection of capital X with c. Subset intersection with the superset is singleton c minus singleton c, which is equal to empty. So hence we can say x is equal to c is also not a limit point. So what we can write directly now, derived set of E is empty set, or we can say derived set of singleton C is empty set. Okay, have you understood? For having a not a limit point, at least one open set which does not satisfy the condition is true. But if It is want to check the limit point, you have to check for every open set. Okay? Ulta
Yes,
cell,
ma'am.
not a limit point. Okay. Let me give you one more example. You have to solve this now here. I hope the idea is clear how to solve the example. So the third example is x is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 and 2 is 5 capital X and singleton 1, and the set E is equal to 2 3. Okay, we have to find out derived set of E. Okay, check it fastly and tell me.
Two and three.
2 and 3
Two and three.
means
And
D
E
of
midpoint.
E is 2 comma 3. That means we can say derived set of E is nothing but capital E itself. This type of sets we call it as a density itself, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Dense in R, dense in X, dense in itself. Dense in itself means we can say derived set of E is equals to E. Yes, if you
Yes,
anyone
zero.
you can ask. Otherwise, I will give one more example. This will be for homework, and you have to tell me what are the limit points for this one. X is equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3. 2 is equal to 5 capital X singleton 1 singleton 2. Okay, whether this is a topology or not? आएगा टोपोलॉजी है?
No, ma'am.
What I can do here 1 2. Now it will be a topology. Is it okay? You have to find out the derived set of E. Try to find out and tell me in the next lecture what is the answer for this. Okay. The next we are going to see is the what is the case of limit point in discrete and indiscrete topological space. Okay. Any doubt up to these example?
No, ma'am.
Okay, now let us go for a particular example of a discrete T space. Okay, just now we have seen a usual example in which a 2 is given to us. Now in this case, 2 is given to us as a discrete T space. What do you mean by discrete T space? 2 is equal to our set of x, and we have been provided E is any subset of x. Then we have to find out what is a derived set of E in case of a discrete T space, right? So, as we don't know what is your capital X, what is discrete topological space, tau is not given to us, x is also not given to us, right? So what we can do in this case to find out the limit points? काय करू शकतो, कारण की आपल्याला x हे काय हे पण माहित नाही, टू इज इक्वल टू पॉवर सेट ऑफ x एवढं माहित आहे. E is any subset of x. Now you have to find out the limit points. So in this case, what we will assume, suppose x is a limit point of E. Okay, we will assume that let small x is a limit point of E. Because actually we are not knowing how many limit points are there, whether limit points exist or not in case of discrete topology. So we will select let x be the limit point of E. What is your x? X is any point of capital X. Is it okay? So what we can consider then, if x is a limit point, by definition of a limit point, for all open set G containing X, what is the definition? G intersection E minus singleton X is non-empty. Okay, this is what let have an equation was. Now if I say that tau is equal to power set of X, tau is equal to power set of X, when I say singleton X is also a member of tau,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, what do you mean by power set of x? Power set of x is nothing but set of all subsets of x. Okay, if I am saying small x is a member of capital X, right? If I say small x is a member of capital X, just like if suppose x is equal to 1, comma 2, comma 3, right? So what is power set of x? We can write it as 2 raised to 3, in which we can have singleton 1 is also a member of power set of x. So in the very similar way, if small x is a member of capital X, singleton x is a member of a tau, or we can say it is nothing but your subset of x. Okay, set of all subsets of x is nothing but power set of x. Okay, so we can have singleton x is a member of tau. So instead of considering all the open set G, because we are not knowing what is G, what is X, what is E, so that's why instead of selecting the open set which contain X, what is a guaranteed open set which contain X? कुठला guaranteed open set आहे ज्यामध्ये X आहे, small x?
X.
Okay, singleton X is a guaranteed open set which contains a small x. So instead of having this G, I can replace this G by singleton X. Why this is so? This singleton X is a member of tau, since tau is a discrete topological space. What do you mean by discrete topological space? Tau is equal to power set of X. Intersection with E minus singleton X. Okay, we have to check what is the result now. Okay, so we are, what is our assumption initially? Singleton X is a limit point, so which should not be equal to empty set. Now intersection of these two, what is the intersection of these two? We can have the intersection is empty, non-empty and all. So we can consider this intersection is singleton X. Okay. So if we consider the intersection is singleton X, minus singleton X is not equal to 5. Okay, but here x minus x is empty set which is not equal to 5. So which is what a contradiction. This contradiction arises due to the wrong assumption. What was our wrong assumption? Let let x be the limit point of E. Okay. So if x is a limit point of E, Or if someone having a doubt, what is a doubt? Singleton X intersection E. Okay, maybe someone have a question, singleton X intersection E, हे singleton X च येतो का? Because sometime E may contain small x or E may not contain small x. जर E मध्ये x नसेल तर intersection empty set पण येऊ शकतो ना, बरोबर?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so for that I will write down the same statement in some another way. Singleton X intersection E, and what is this minus? I can write this minus as singleton X, its a complement is not equal to 5. Same statement I am writing. So what we can write now, I can apply this associative law. This singleton X intersection with singleton X, its complement intersection with E is not equal to 5. What is a complement of set with its complement? A intersection with its
Empty set.
okay. What is your capital X? Suppose this is X. This is what A. What is A complement? This is what A complement. A ला सोडून जे काही असेल A complement. What is the intersection of A with A complement is empty set. Empty set intersection with E is not equal to 5, and hence we can know that empty set intersection with any set is empty set, and hence again we are getting the contradiction, and this contradiction arises due to the wrong assumption that X is a limit point of E. So what will be the right assumption in this case? Derived set of E is empty set. Why I am having this conclusion? Because I have selected X to be any point of E, and this arbitrary point of capital X is proved to be not a limit point. म्हणजे तुम्ही कुठलाही पॉइंट कॅपिटल एक्सचा घेतला तर ते लिमिट पॉइंट होणार नाही ईचा, राईट? सो आय कॅन जनरलाइज दिस कन्सेप्ट. एक्स हे एक पर्टिक्युलर पॉइंट नाही घेतला होता ना आपण, स्मॉल एक्स. So small x we have selected to be any point of capital X, and that any point we have proven to be not a limit point. So which means that derived set of E is a empty set. बरोबर? Are you getting the result?
Yes, ma'am.
In case of discrete topological space, set of all limit points is empty set, or we can say derived set of a derived set in case of a discrete topological space is a empty set. Okay, because we have selected small x to be any member of X, and that small x we have proved to be not a limit point, and hence the result. And you can have a remark in this case is derived set of each subset of discrete topological space is a empty set. Derived set of each subset, because E is also not known to us ना, we are not knowing anything in this case. E पण माहित नाही, टो पण माहित नाही, X पण माहित नाही. E is any subset of X. So that's why I am writing here derived set of each subset of capital X in discrete topological space is empty set. Okay. So homework for you people is you have to verify for indiscrete. Okay, 2 is equals to 5x and tell me in the next lecture. And if you are not able to do, we will check it this one in the next lecture, that what is the result for indiscrete T space. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt up to this lecture?
No, ma'am.
Okay. If not, you can leave the meeting. Thank you.